so that you are able, with God's grace, to do what others claim cannot be done.
Good morning. I am Rotarian Hunter, and I have the pleasure this morning of welcoming you to the District 9400 Change of Office celebration. Today I would like to welcome past Rotary International presidents, senior leaders, Rotary International Director Katrina Kotsali Papadimitriou, the Rotary Foundation trustee Geeta Manik, past Rotary International Vice President Yinka Babalola, Rotary International Director nominee Patrick Chisanga, District Governor Anna-Marie Mostert and her husband, past Assistant Governor Hans Mostert. We also welcome all Rotary senior leaders from our own district, District 9400, and also the district governors from all other zones and districts, as well as outside of our zone, past district governors-elect, and district governor nominees. We would also like to welcome all regional leaders who are attending, and we appreciate the attendance of Your Excellencies country ambassadors, Rotarians, Rotaractors, and Interactors, and also Rotary alumni, business owners and representatives of academic institutions, and fellow Rotarians. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will enjoy the next hour with us. I'm now going to ask you to charge your glasses, and I'm now going to hand over virtually to Rotarian Kobla Kwashi, who will toast Rotary International.
From one ambitious, elegant, passionate, hardworking, intelligent period to another equally passionate, intelligent, elegant, vivacious, and hardworking. We thank Rotary International for making this celebration seamless and possible. Shall we charge our glasses? I believe the glasses are charged already. And we will be outstanding and bring a toast to Rotary International.
Thank you. Thank you, PDG Kobla. I'm now going to hand over virtually to Mozambique, AG Bruno de Amaral, who will now propose the toast to District 9400.
I'd like to raise a glass of
I'm going to raise my hand. As a committed and for your dear, this year has been a very difficult year, but we continue to strive and continue to grow. And I hope that we continue this growth throughout the next Rotary year, throughout Mozambique, throughout Botswana, Rotary, and South Africa. And we continue to our fellowship, our friendship, and most importantly, remind us of the three and our parents of the third community.
Thank you. Thank you. How wonderful that we can go from Eswatini to Mozambique and now to Botswana. We are now handing over to Rotaract Satenya Moshabele, who will announce the four-way test.
Good morning to fellow Rotarians, Rotary leaders and guests. Thank you very much for having me here, to do the four-way test of the things that we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Is it beneficial to all concerned? Thank you very much. I hope we enjoy.
Thank you so much, Satenya. It is now both an honor and a privilege to introduce to you our District Governor, Anna-Marie Mostert. Anna-Marie joined Rotary 25 years ago. She is a social entrepreneur and business owner. In November 2016, she received the Responsible Business Owner Award at Rotary International Open Day at the United Nations in New York, awarded only to 6 Rotarians in the world. She served in various Rotary positions, is a cadre member, and will, for the incoming year, serve as one of 47 ambassadors in Rotary International Task Force for Girl Empowerment, a program under the presidential initiative of RIPE Shekamata and his Rotary International directors. Both Hans and Anna-Marie are major donors. She is a Paul Harris Fellow with 3 rubies and a Paul Harris Society member and benefactor. Married to past Assistant Governor Hans for 40 years, they have 3 children and 3 beautiful grandchildren. Very honored to be able to introduce you this morning, DG Anna-Marie. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Shireen. And how special is it to have this hybrid event this morning? I look back on a year full of so many new experiences and wonderful memories. And I want to share some of the highlights Hans and I had. A few club visits, only a few, but visiting the most extraordinary projects that they showed us. The reward of us to witness those that are doing good in the world with kindness and joy will always be with me. We thank all of you for that enriching experience. And then all the online connections and meetings. And you, Rotary story, and I could actually share my Rotary moments with you. Thank you for that. The African Centennial Conference was a first and a historic moment. And here I have Stella, our co-host, my co-host of the 2-day conference. And thank you for the leaders that's on even today that embraced the unity of Africa Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your goodwill. Thank you for your support. Without you, we could not have done the centennial. And this year, we seized new opportunities and reimagined what Rotary could be. For years, we had discussed ways to make it more flexible and more adaptable. But then came COVID, and we all succeeded by default. Online meetings are a regular fixture with all our clubs, and even international guests are invited from around the globe. For any organization to achieve results, it really relies on the effort and dedication of many. I had a strong team this year, starting from the MPCs, the executives, the past district governors, the AGs, community chairs, the committees, the presidents, rota actors, and our ANs that needs to be welcomed today as well, and many other Rotarians who are always receptive of being of service. A special highlight of the year is to recognize the people who made this year special and memorable. And I like to do that now. With the COVID restrictions in place, we were able to do not a large in-person event as planned. And I just have a core of team members with me today. I'm so pleased that many of my fellow Rotarians and those of you, Rotarians and family and friends, have joined in and connect from around the world. That's Rotary. We're all a family. Thank you for helping us to celebrate the handover to Dr. Stella Nyangwe. Before we start with the recognitions, I want to call on, and I have the pleasure, on a few of the members that's here this morning that will be inducted as the members, new members, for not only the Rotary E-Club of Southern Africa, but will join the world of Rotary as the youngest serving members. Online, we have Dion Colette, Ntabiseng Khoza is here with us, Max Mbembe, you are here, Zukanye Makisu, thank you for being here, as well as Natalia Rossa, that's trapped at the moment in Sierra Leone. But those will be inducted, and I now call on President Shirley Downey to join me to actually come and read the charge why we induct them into the family of Rotary. Shirley, as you come forward, it's also my distinct pleasure to confirm the decision-making and made come forward by the members of the E-Club to elect you as president of 2020-2021. You're a founding member of the E-Club, the biggest club in this district and one of the youngest. You also served on various in the club as well as district, as well as on international level for Rotary International. And therefore, we're really looking forward to new heights for our E-Club, and we're looking forward to your leadership under the direction of Stella. So Shirley, I'm going to hand over to you, and I want to have those newer members or that's going to be inducted, if you can come forward, please. Join Shirley, while I will hand the certificates, and Shirley will do and read the charge, and I will then hand your pins as well. Thank you, Shirley.
Could all the Rotarians please be upstanding? The charge to our newest members is you have been admitted to membership of this club because your fellow members believe that you will observe the rules of Rotary, actively employ yourself for the furtherance of Rotary aims, and at all times support the principles on which Rotary is based. In other words, because you will make a good Rotarian. The purpose of Rotary is service, and the foundation of that purpose is fellowship. Your membership entails obligations which we believe you honorably discharge. It is one of your duties to attend diligently and regularly all meetings of the club and of the committees on which you may serve. As a representative of your vocation in this club, you may be required to advise the club on matters which pertain to your vocational affairs. It is in the full belief that such help and inspiration that you may offer will be divorced from self-interest, and with a firm faith in the nobility of your motives, that I, in the name of the club, welcome your membership and offer you the hand of fellowship.
Go and join Zuri.
Shirley, while you congratulate them, I also want to take this opportunity to call on our newest member that was inducted last week, and that is Professor Carl Anyangwe to the Rotary Club of Pretoria East, Pretoria Capital. Yes, and you are most welcome. We've also prepared a badge and a little pack for you, and welcome Carl. Part of this team. We have the president and the incoming president of Pretoria Capital with us, and thank you very much for gracing this occasion. We'll take a little bit of photographs later, but I want to say thank you so much to those that's here. They will also have the opportunity to introduce them officially and formally at the first club meeting that will be held in our E-Club and as well as Pretoria Capital, to tell everybody a little bit more about themselves. Thank you very much. And now we move on for the district recognitions. And district recognitions, and I had such a great support from the members of Botswana, Eswatini, Mozambique, and South Africa. And therefore, I want to highlight the following. On my recommendation, the following to RI, the following Rotary clubs will receive Rotary International recognition. Those clubs are, 10 of those clubs are, in the running order, Gaborone, Johannesburg New Dawn, the E-Club of Southern Africa, Johannesburg, Brits Hartbeespoort, Van der Bijl, Petersburg 100, and then 3 of our satellite clubs. The Rotary E-Club of Baobab, as well as Brits Hartbeespoort Satellite Club and Kyalami Sandton Central Satellite Club. And these clubs
What is that?
showed exceptional contributions in growth,
Put it inside.
foundation giving, participation in avenues of service. And thank
Put
you.
it
to
in
them.
the garage.
Avenues of service and RI awards
Okay.
to individuals
That's what she said.
Miss, yeah, but I don't
on
want you guys to
various
fall in.
of the avenues of service are the following. First of all, on club service, Jacqueline Waits and Anastasia Demetris. On international service, recognized by RI, Nomsa Daniels, Carolyn Curry, Advocate Les Morrison, and Professor Martin Rupia. Vocational service, Grant Adam, Dr. Sarah Britton, Shireen Hunter, in the audience, our MC today, Mariana Purnell, Kutay Saratason, and Professor Dries Veldhuizen. And then we have RI Foundation Awards on the recommendation of Past District Governor Greg Statokopoulos. We present to Carolyn Curry and Dr. Eleanor Meyer for their outstanding work in partnership with District 5950 in the Malusi Global Grant for Child and Maternal Health Care, as well as Grace Van Zyl, President Grace Van Zyl, for the hard work in the Polio Plus and Foundation committees, as well as the RCOM team for their exceptional work in the pursuit of peace through the global grant of RCOM, which is training 100 community mediators for Southern Africa. I bring you those exceptional 3 recognitions from RI via the foundation. And then in addition to the RI awards, we have district awards and acknowledgement. Because as I said, there was an amazing team that was functioning behind me. So first of all, I want to recognize partners that we had. African brand architects, Creative Space Media, Dr. Jim Blesman of the Blesman Foundation, SACTA, and thank you, Gert, for trusting in us. Rotary District 7070 in Canada, and our inter-country collaboration partners in Germany, Canada, India, United Kingdom, and Ireland. And these relationships don't stop by only sharing ideas and bringing resources to our part of the world, but we become friends and we travel together, and thank you for that. The Leadership Awards are presented to District Governor Angela Norris. Angela, we would actually have traveled together to all parts of this district, but you did so well. Thank you for that. And then District Governor nominee Kuki Kwashe, leadership recognition, as well as District Governor nominee designate Rihanna Pretorius. They are our incoming leaders. And then past District Governor Greg Stapakopoulos. I appreciate what you have done. I'd like to also acknowledge the following assistant governors for the exemplary leadership for the clubs during this year. Glenn Ross, Peter James Smith, Jean Bernardo, Matilda Lagranci, Renata Bowers, Jerry McLellan, Memos Cavaliers, Mariana Pennell, Paul Westcott, and Butch Wilson. There are so many experiences during this COVID year and so many schedules that they had to help change. So I am really indebted to not only the assistant governors, but also the next category of my strategic advisors during this year. Thank you for your invaluable guidance. And those strategic advisors are not only from our district. I want to recognize Ian Robertson and Robert Kitt of District 9350. Without you two, Club Runner would not have happened in our district. Thank you. And then we have Sharon Robertson and Sarah van Heerden from Rotary Africa South, the magazine. Past District Governor Mark Doyle, who wanted to be here today, but he's not well, and he sends his best wishes to you, Stella, and to everybody in the audience and online. And then Harun Noor Mohammed, also from the E-Club, who's contributed richly in fostering relationships with the diplomatic corps. And at last, but not least, really Ndumi Mazibuku from the Hunter Group, who we could always rely on, short notice, to tell and help tell us the Rotary story. Thank you, Ndumi, and we wish you a speedy recovery. And then I want to ponder to say, I mention our leaders on this continent and our director, Katerina. Without them, Yinka, Gita, Patrick, and Katerina, this year for 9400 would not have been a success. Thank you for your personal support in my life. I appreciate that. And then the district service awards continue. And I want to recognize Kobla Kwashi, that was on a little bit earlier, Sue Paget, as well as Martin Forsyth Thompson, because they have just established the relationship and signed the agreement between RIFA Inc. and the Kingdom of Eswatini. And therefore we are saying, yay, yay. You guys are our warriors out there. Thank you. The following leaders in our district will represent us on regional level, which is also important to recognize. Nong Rotary, you here. Charles Diner, Jankie Slicher, Francis Callard, and David Grant. Thank you for what you are doing currently or going to do. Nong, you're taking seat very soon. And then Annie, we haven't forgotten about you, but you have handed over now at the last meeting to Nong, but thank you for what you have done. And then also we want to recognize our newest major donor, Carol Steer, in the Rotary Club of Johannesburg, New Dawn. Thank you for your generosity and the commitment in making this world a better place. And please let me continue, because for the unwavering support and commitment to the district, I want to also recognize an award Anton Meerkotte, Annie Stein, Kevin Voliter, Paul Westcott, Alice Meyer, Sonia Scheer, and Kevin Norris. Those guys are receiving the District Service Award for incredible work that you have done this year. Thank you. In the vocational category of the district, we have David Grant and John Wesson. And then also the exceptional club leadership. We have Ian Widdup, who's increased in membership, the most members inducted in this past year. And that is again, the Rotary Club of Johannesburg, New Dawn. President Ian, well done to you and your team. And I also want to acknowledge Jacqueline Bates and Mariana for advancing the Rotary motto of service above self, because the newsletter arrived every month on time, beautiful, creative, and they told the story of this district. Thank you for your contribution. There was an independent team that also assessed the newsletters of the district. And so the winner is the Rosebank Rotary Club with Rosebank Ramble. The first runner-up, again, Johannesburg New Dawn Rotary Club with Rising Sun. And then second runner-up, the E-Club of Southern Africa, 9400. Congratulations to those guys that tell the story. And don't forget to send those newsletters and post them on the website so that we can read more about what the clubs are doing. It comes to the highlight of this category, which brings me to the District Meritorious Service Awards. The highest recognition in my year is awarded to those recipients for their considerable impact and invaluable assistance during this last year. And I want to say, first of all, Grant Daly, you received the Service Above Self International recognition, but from the district, you will receive the District Meritorious Service Award. Thank you. With us here, we have Assistant Governor Carolyn Curry. Thank you, Carolyn. I can't say more because I will get emotional. And then Rotary Anns of District 9400. You stand high in my estimation. Thank you for your contribution. And you are our third District Meritorious Service Award recipient. Thank you. And now I take pleasure in calling on the following members, and please can they come forward as I read their names, because there's only a few of them here today, to receive recognition from the Rotary Foundation of Rotary International. Rotarians are named a Paul Harris Fellow in appreciation of tangible and significant assistance given for the furtherance of better understanding and friendly relations amongst the people of the world. I'm going to announce your names. And I want to say this is a special recognition. And I ask those that's present to join me and receive you with your recognitions. For the very special people who's not here today, we will make sure that you will receive this recognition. And there's 2 of those that has received it or will soon receive it that's not in our country. This recognizes the following Rotarians for exceptional work that has been done, and the impact that you have left on this district is profound. And therefore, I acknowledge with a Paul Harris +4, Pastor to Governor Greg Stathopoulos. Your exceptional support and sharing of knowledge, MPC Programs Chair, the passion for the Rotary Foundation. You inspire us every day to give more. We're grateful that you stepped into that seat, and we will be behind you this year coming as well. And then I want to recognize 2 people that's not here. One with a Paul Harris +1, Cheryl Havenga. You have had a challenging year, but you've taken the lead in the youth service, and your efforts with RILA has put us on the international map. Thank you. Heidi Tucker, +2. Your contribution over many years in this district and RILA, and RLI in the space of training is incredibly valued and much appreciated. Thank you, Heidi. And now I ask Karen Curry, who will receive the Paul Harris +2 from the district, to please come forward. It's not only IT and communication. I couldn't have done it anything without you. The membership communication tool that works so beautifully, the website, everything else, my one-stop shop. If I don't know where else to go, then I just have you on fast dial and then it works. Thank you. And the district recognize you with a Paul Harris +2, Carolyn. And Carolyn, if you can stay here and just help me with the following. And then I like to use my own Paul Harris credits to honor the following 12 recipients with Paul Harris recognitions. Please join Carolyn here in front when I call your name. Past District Governor Shirley Downey with a Paul Harris +4. Past District Governor Annie Steyn with a Paul Harris +3. And past Assistant Governor and husband Hans Mostert with a Paul Harris +1. And please stay in front. How can I say anything more than present to you Hans day and night? Wow, that had to calm me down and actually keep me on the straight and narrow. Thank you. And then I want to group the following few people together because they had incredible impact in peace building, mediation, as well as the centennial celebrations. And therefore I want to call, and Dries Veldhuizen, Professor Dries Veldhuizen is not here, but I hope that you're online there in Palaborwa. Dries, Paul Harris +1. Martha Deacon in Canada. Without you, Martha, wow, this district will be much poorer, and me as well. Paul Harris +1. We posted that and it will be handed to you. And then Shireen Hunter. You are receiving the certificate plus a pin because you are the first time that you are receiving a Paul Harris. Thank you, Shireen. Advocate Les Morrison, we tried very hard to get you here, but where you are sitting, dialing in today, we want to recognize you with a certificate and a pin, your first Paul Harris. And then lastly in this group, Professor Martin Rupia, you and Priska in Zambia, you had to leave our shores to do incredible work of peace building. But I want to say that District Governor Lucy has your pin and will hand that and pin that to you very soon. Thank you very much, because you guys worked so hard with Grant Daily. It was an incredible work of love during this year. And then the last 3 recipients of the Paul Harris. With my credits, I just couldn't not have them here. Did I say Nomsa Daniels? Oh, I haven't. So Nomsa, you in the big in the group above. I didn't know where to place you, but we tried to get you and Francis here. But I know that you are just back from United States, and best you there. But I want to say congratulations with your Paul Harris plus your pin. It's 1 pin, so a certificate and a pin. And I categorize the following as the Shisego Foundation warriors, because Shisego Foundation has stepped in many times over the past 7 years in this district to make contributions that's substantial, to partner, but also there are a team of people with me heading that up. Nomsa is one of those, but has worked for many years tirelessly. And I want to say, first of all, Judith Chinkumbi, if you can come forward. And Charlotte Koza, directors of Shisego Foundation. You received the certificate and the pin. And then last but not least, some 25 years ago, as a non-Rotarian, I received the Paul Harris recognition, and I became a Paul Harris Fellow by the Rotary Club of Rand Park. And that was my journey, how I started in Rotary. And Dewald Mostert, you are named a Paul Harris Fellow. Not only because of your support with Shisego Foundation over so many years, but everything that you do on a daily basis to communities and to everybody that we don't sometimes even know about. You have your beautiful wife and your 2 children here today, and we're going to hand that to them to bring to you, or we will pin you when you're back home. Thank you for your contribution. So if I can have ask Zanette and Zanette and Matthew and Binka to come forward and fetch the Paul Harris recognition. Paul Harris recognition to a non-Rotarian, but who knows where that road will lead to. Thank you so much, and congratulations with your dad. And thank you so much to those that's here. We will take photographs a little bit later, but I want to continue. And I want to ask Carolyn if she can open a gift. Because Stella, I couldn't give you a certificate for your leadership this year. I thought, no, that won't work. And I want to call on you as my co-host as we start the official proceedings. I first want to hand to you a gift. So Stella. And I want to just say a few words about this beautiful sculpture piece artwork that I've chosen for you and that came all the way from Cape Town. As our incoming leader, I want you to look at this and appreciate what you have done so far in this district. And in the words of the artist, the sculpture, it symbolizes what you stand for. The Kensha moose, I'm going to hand to you. To quote the artist, the woman in Cape Town, my intention is to revive an ancient recipe of using soils, clay, and natural pigments as an alternative to plastic and harsh chemicals that's generously used in sculpture work the world over. This selection of mooses are made from rammed earth infused by natural organic material. It breathes, it lives, it's natural. And working with natural pigments is a transformation process that enables and establishes a unifying relationship between you and earth. Walk gently on the earth, for she is our medicine. And this is so relevant because the seventh area of focus is in your year, protecting the environment. I often say also, what's in a name? And I want to tell you, Stella, when I Googled the name, and that is incredible, of Stella, is actually a name that around the world there's big competitions of how you pronounce that name and how you actually call the name. You must just Google it. That's a very interesting one. But this muse's name is Kensha, and it carries the following message from the artist. And I've put it at the back of your sculpture piece. You've got that? It's saying, before you speak, let your words pass through 3 gates. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? And Kensha also, if you look at the word, represents the following words: power, practicality, ambition, success, inspiration, and discipline. And I knew when looking at this beautiful art piece, you will dream of this district, not to grind you under, but to lift you up. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They also have a story to tell. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Take kindly of counsel of the years. Be gentle with yourself as you serve our district. Continue to embrace joyful service. And now I'm starting the official formalities. And I would like everybody to rise as I read specifically the journey of Stella as a professional and also in Rotary. Dr. Stella Nyangwe is a medical doctor, epidemiologist, a global health expert, honorary professor at the School of Health Science and Public Health, the Faculty of Health Science at the University of Pretoria here in South Africa. Professor Nyangwe retired from the World Health Organization in April 2013, after 17 years of service to the organization. And she served as the World Health Organization as a consultant till 2016. And I can tell you they still consult with Dr. Stella. Stella has been a Rotarian since 1995 and is presently a member of the Rotary Club of Pretoria West, the club she joined in October 2007. She has served on various Rotary committees in her club and the district, and is a life member of the Rotary Family Health Days, the action group. She became a Paul Harris Fellow in 2001, contributing towards education in honor of her mother. Stella has been a member of the Rotary clubs in Africa of Zambia, Congo, Nigeria, Seychelles, Mali, and then South Africa. In Rotary, her passion has been membership, especially focusing on bringing in women in Rotary. Stella is married to the now Rotarian Professor Karl-Heinz Paul Harris. And he's an international human rights lawyer and retired rector of Walter Sisulu University Butterworth campus in the Eastern Cape. They have 2 adult children and a grandson, but they're all living in Europe. So they can't be here, but I'm sure they're online. So I want you all to join me, because it's now my privilege and pleasure today to give effect to what the district nominating committee decided. And that was to select you, Stella Anyangwe, as district governor for the coming Rotary year of 2021-2022. And therefore I pass to you the chain of office, which represents the distinguished role you will play on as a leader of our district, of District 9400 of Rotary International. I know that you will wear this chain of office with pride. Allow me also to be the first person to congratulate you as the new district governor. Fellow Rotarians and friends of Rotary, I present to you our district governor, Dr. Stella Anyangwe.
Oh dear, where do I start? I guess from the beginning would just be fine. Fellow Rotarians, District Governor Anne-Marie, soon to be immediate past District Governor, our Rotary leaders internationally and sitting here, past District Governors, friends of Rotary, and the latest Rotarians who've just been inducted, including my very own. Welcome to the ceremony and thank you for being here for me. This is actually, well, it's supposed to be the beginning of something, but it's also the end of my worries because I have mulled over this. And for the past 2 years, when I got selected, they didn't tell me the entire truth about this position. They should have told me it was and is a 3-year full-time job and the rest of your life included. But I have accepted it with pride and honor and privilege, actually. And as you all know, this is the centennial of Rotary in South Africa. The Rotary Club of Johannesburg is 100 years old. Our district is just 11 years old. But in this district and in South Africa, which had the first Rotary Club, it is a heavy burden to be the first Black female district governor. That is such a heavy load to carry. It is such a heavy load to carry because there are Black South Africans and Africans that I represent, and I have no option. The option of failing doesn't even exist. I accepted this role even at my age because I was 70 in April. I must be the oldest incoming district governor in this district. I don't think anybody has been this age as they entered into district governorship. But I still accepted it because I know everything is in the mind. If you have a will, you have a way. I have been very, very encouraged by watching Anne-Marie be district governor this past year. And I have learned quite a bit from her. I have also learned from other district governors, not only in our sub-region, but in our zone and in the world. The International Assembly taught us a lot of things. One thing I will remember and that I will keep is the theme of the RI president of 1989-1990, Hugh Archer. I think that must also be the shortest theme in the history of Rotary. Enjoy Rotary. Honestly, that's what I'm planning to do. I hope you will be with me. Because when we worry about the things we have to do, the service, the all kinds of projects, we forget to enjoy. We forget why we joined Rotary, actually. Our RI President-elect Shekhar Mehta, who will be RI President in a few days, also gave us some snippets. He has not too many things he wants to do. He says it's to grow Rotary. Each one bring one, so we could grow more. He wants us to give more to Rotary. So give more, do more. He also wants us to serve with joy. And I think he was thinking of Archer when he said service should be a part of it. And of course, he's brought in service to the girl, help to the girl child as well. We will follow all of that. But one thing I remember during our training is the advice given by our own trustee, Geeta. She says, as a DG, you're not running this district alone. You're not even alone. Your best friends are your team members. And ahead of that, your club presidents. Your club presidents, your AGs, your district chairs. They're your friends. They would help you make your year work. So I'm not planning on being DG alone. I'm banking on all of us. The Rotarians, the club presidents, the AGs, the district chairs, and of course, all those that had come before us. Experience is said to be the best teacher. So going ahead, I will take a day at a time. I will enjoy the day, and the second day I'll start afresh and enjoy that day. I said it during my training that this year I found a district, this district I came to, I had been to several other countries, I have just retired here. And this district was one of the most sober that I have been a member of. We don't sing, we hardly dance, we don't tell jokes at meetings. I remember my days in Rotary clubs elsewhere West Africa, East Africa. They are a vibrant group. I'm sure there are a few clubs like that. I want to revive that. So please don't look at me and think I'm going southwards when you see me dancing. Nothing is wrong upstairs. I'm just trying to be. Because we must enjoy Rotary. That's one of the reasons why I think the young ones don't join us, because they see a group of somber, morose people and they don't want to be part of that. So I'm surprised that these young ones who've joined. What did you join for? You need to tell us what inspired you to join. We need to make Rotary worth belonging to. And I really am looking forward to this year. And I thank God most sincerely that it's just a year. In 365 days, it will be all over. And Maria, I hope you did not have ulcers this year because I'm not planning on having any. I hope your blood pressure didn't get any higher. I'm not planning on getting any higher. It's just going to be a fun year with all of us. I agree, I accept the position and I accept it with pride, with honor. I really thank the district for thinking that I was worthy of it, and I will not let you down. And Marie, if you come up now, in a few days, you will be past district governor. So I need to give you something that will identify you as a IPDG. I too have a little gift for you. I don't know that you will open it here, but it's an African gift as well, because in Africa, we want to showcase Africa. I am very grateful for the gift you've got, because that lady, I can see her, she looks like me, or I look like her. And I will live to the saying that is behind that. I want to thank you so much, and I want to implore you, from the 1st of July, please do not leave my hand, because you are there to help me, hold me by the hand, and see me through, because my success will be your success. And you know that we've scored a hat trick here. For those of you who play soccer, you know what a hat trick is. It's scoring 3 goals, one after the other. Now we've done better than that. We are 4 female DGs in a row. It's Anne-Marie, it's myself, it's Cookie after me, and it's Rihanna after Cookie. I think after that, the men won't let us see DG-ship for another century. So let's enjoy it while we're there. So Anne-Marie, let me give you your past district pin and a little gift from Carl and I to showcase Africa in your home. I thank you all for being here. And before I leave, I want to thank this man who's been my husband for, it will be 42 years this year we've been married. And he finally decided to become a Rotarian. I think he was too embarrassed to be the husband of a DG and not being a Rotarian. What does that say to people? So he's joined, and he's joined with a bang. He's joined as a Paul Harris Fellow. So thank you all very much, and let's enjoy the year. I look forward to it. Thank you so much.
We have to love all the COVID protocols. Congratulations and well done, Stella. I look forward to serving under your leadership. I would now like to call on Rotarian and PAG, Nong Soroti. He's going to announce the object of Rotary.
Thank you very much, Shireen, and Rotary leaders and fellow Rotarians and our Rotary friends here and in a hybrid model the world over. It is indeed a pleasure and an honor on behalf of District Governor here, Anna Marie, as your incoming regional servant on a district that has just grown over to 1,200 Rotarians in our district. And our incoming governor in the new year, Stella, our auntie there, that I have to read to you the charge and the objectives of all those, whether young or new, even Dr. Carl here, our prof, and the newest ones that are here, will be serving on one objective. And that object of Rotary reads as follows. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service on a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular, to encourage and foster. 1, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of worthiness of useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. 3, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. 4th, but not least, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, peace throughout the world of fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day further. Stay safe with COVID around.
Thank you very much. We are now going to move over to a virtual message of goodwill. It is from Katerina Katsali Papadimitriou, our Rotary International Director. If I could just ask our sound desk to bring it to the screen. Thank you so much. It will be our closing message.
Why is this not letting me unmute him?
Protocol observed. Dear fellow Rotarians, thank you for inviting me to address the handover ceremony of District 9400. What a great event, full of emotion, inspiration, and hope as well. Heartiest congratulations to District 9400 for the excellent performance of the Africa Centennial Conference, but also the great achievements we heard. I have attended from the very, very beginning this event today. Celebrating 100 years of Rotary International in Africa is a milestone not exclusively for Africa, but for the Rotary world as a whole. It is a century of Rotary members creating everlasting change, improving communities and opening opportunities for better life in Africa. A century of service, commitment, and exceptional achievements. Another event we celebrated this year is the certification of the African region free of wild polio virus, an outstanding public health achievement, a huge step forward on the road to the global eradication of polio. Despite the unprecedented challenge, District 9400 moved very effectively towards the new reality. Rotarians invented new ways to stay connected, continue their great social offer to local communities, and join efforts for a better world. I was really proud when you mentioned all your great achievements this Rotary year. It's really amazing what you have done. A big thank you to District Governor Anne-Marie Mostert for her exemplary leadership, her motivation, and her commitment to Rotary. She raised District 9400 to the challenge and proved that an honest effort could bring a big achievement. Of course, congratulations to the leadership team as well, because we cannot achieve anything in Rotary without teamwork. Another great Rotarian, Stella Anyangwe, undertakes the leadership of the district. I'm sure that following the path of her predecessor, she'll prove that women leaders are transformational, promote cooperation and collaboration, possess a democratic style of leadership, are inventive and resilient, open to new ideas, and could contribute to positive change. I was very happy to hear that she attaches so much importance to a joyful Rotary. Yes, Stella, Rotary is and should be, above all, great fun. My heartiest congratulations to DG Anne-Marie for her great achievements, warmest wishes for success to incoming District Governor Stella, and I'm sure that with two wonderful women successively in the leadership role of the district, District 9 400 will reach excellence this year. I'm very happy also that Anne-Marie will work with me on empowering girls, which is one of the visions of incoming RI President Sheikh Hamada for the coming year. So my warmest wishes of health and great success to all of you. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much, Rotary International Director Katrina. We appreciate that message. I'm now going to hand over virtually to Hans Gunther Gellison from the ICC. He has also got a message of goodwill for the district.
Good morning, everybody, fellow Rotarians. Congratulations, DG Anne-Marie and the members in District 940. What's that? Congratulations, you have had a good year. From me, the chairperson of the ICC South Central Africa and DG Maya Ritterfeld from District 1850, or warm wishes for you, dear DG Stella. We look forward to our continued friendship and sharing of ideas and hope to see you after the pandemic. Thank you and good luck together.
From my side, Shireen Hunter, I'd like to say thank you to the almost 300 Rotarians who have registered from around the world to join us in the event today. Lockdown has definitely brought with it a wonderful plethora of opportunity for Rotarians and Rotary stories to be told around the world. I now am going to officially close the event, and we will also have a short video.